If I told you there's a cybersecurity specialism right now that pays as well as cloud security, has fewer applications than SOC, and is one of the fastest growing areas in cyber, would you guess what it is? Probably not, because it's the path that nobody on YouTube is talking about, and it's called IAM, which is Identity and Access Management. And after 15 years of recruitment, I can tell you it's the role I cannot find enough qualified people for. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what IAM is, why recruiters are quietly desperate for it, the 4 main IAM jobs you should know about today, what they pay, the tools and certifications that actually matter, and a 90-day roadmap you could start this weekend. If you're a career changer, a help desk engineer, or you're stuck in the SOC application queue, this might be the path you've been missing, and this is the roadmap you want to see. Hey everyone, if you're new here, my name's Luke. I'm a cybersecurity recruiter and career coach. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you always for the support. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you find my content valuable, please do join the growing community. Okay, let's get straight to the video. Section 1, what IAM actually is. Let's get the boring definition out of the way fast. IAM, Identity and Access Management, is the part of cybersecurity that decides who is allowed to access what, when, and how. So logins, that's passwords, single sign-on, that's MFA, which is multi-factor authentication, role-based access, joiner, mover, leaver processes, all these types of things. If you've ever logged into your work account with Okta or Microsoft Entra, you've used an IAM system. So think of IAM as the bouncer for every digital door in a company. Cloud apps, finance systems, HR portals, customer databases. IAM decides if you get in. It decides what you can touch once you're inside and what happens to your access when you leave. Now, here's the bit most people miss. Almost every major breach in the last 3 years had an identity failure of some sort at the core, whether that's stolen credentials, over permissioned accounts, dormant admin access. So companies are pouring money into IAM right now and they cannot hire fast enough. Section 2, why nobody talks about IAM. So why isn't every cyber YouTuber pointing at this? Honest answer, IAM is not sexy. It doesn't have the SOC analyst red flashing alert vibe. It's not pen testing. And the work does involve a lot of policy, governance, and identity lifecycle design, which can put some people off. But here is the recruiter's reality. Sexy roles get hundreds and hundreds of applicants, whereas IAM roles I'm running right now in Australia, I'm lucky to get a handful of really good qualified people. And that is the entire game in 2026. Pick the path where demand is high and supply is low, and you stop competing against 400 people for one SOC seat. And remember, this could be an entry into cybersecurity. You can always move sideways down the line, but if you're struggling to break in and get your foot in the door, then this could be an option for you. Quick favor, if you find this useful, hit the like button now. It really helps me get this kind of less flashy, more honest content in front of more people who actually need it. And drop a comment telling me where you're at right now in your cyber journey. I read them all. Okay, section 3, the 4 IAM roles to know. So IAM isn't one job, it's a family of them. Here are the 4 I see most often on briefs. 1, IAM analyst / operations. Now, this is the day-to-day account provisioning. This is access reviews, joiner, mover, leaver, great entry point. 2, IAM engineer. So this is where you build and configure the IAM platform. It lives in Okta, Entra ID, SailPoint, Ping, etc. Heavy automation and scripting. 3, IAM architect. So this designs the identity strategy for the whole business. Senior, it's well paid, usually 5 to 8 years plus into the journey. And 4, privileged access management specialist, also known as PAM. Locks down admin accounts, CyberArk and Beyond Trust are the big tools used here, and one of the highest paid niches in cyber, full stop. So if you're starting out, IAM analyst or junior IAM engineer is your realistic entry, and these are the ones you should be looking at. The good news, help desk experience translates beautifully here. You already know users, you know groups, you know permissions and Active Directory, so you're closer to IAM than you actually may think. Section 4, what these roles actually pay. So let's talk money, because a lot of you want to know this, and that's probably why a lot of you are here to know, is this a realistic route for you and what does it pay? Now, these are the ranges I'm seeing right now. IAM analyst, around 90 to 120k Aussie dollar. Now, in Great British pounds, you're looking at around 45 to 60k, and in US dollars, about 85 to 110k. day. IAM engineer, looking at around 130 to 170 Aussie dollars. In Great British pounds, you're looking at around 65 to 90,000 pounds, and in US dollars, 115 to 150. An IAM architect, around 180 to 230 Australian dollars. In pounds, around 95 to 130k pounds, and in US dollars, 160 to 210,000. Now, for a PAM specialist, often 10 to 20% above IAM engineer, I would say, for the same experience level. So use that as a guide. Now, compare that to a junior SOC analyst sitting on 75 to 95,000 Australian with 5 times the applications per role, and you start to see the gap. And this is why I really wanted to do this video today, because a lot of people don't realize this. Section 5, let's talk about the tools you actually need to learn. So here is where most people overcomplicate it, to be honest. You don't need to learn everything. You need to learn the right 2 or 3 things. The market splits very cleanly. You have Microsoft Entra ID, which is formerly known as Azure AD. Now, if you're in any Microsoft shop, this is non-negotiable. It's free to learn and there's huge demand. You then have Okta, the other giant. Its SaaS first companies live here. Okta has free training and certifications available. You then have SailPoint Identity IQ or Identity Now. Now, this is the big identity governance tool. Higher paying roles often ask for this. And lastly, CyberArk. This is the leader in PAM. If you can say you've touched it, you instantly stand out. Now, my recommendation, pick Entra ID and Okta to start with. If you're new on your journey, this is where you want to start because they cover the largest chunk of the market and the learning is free. Okay, section 6. Let's talk about the 90-day identity access management roadmap. Here is the realistic plan I'd give to a client today. Days 1 to 30. Learn foundations. I'd want you to understand the core concepts: authentication, authorization, SSO, MFA, JML, etc. I would then want you to build a free Entra ID tenant in your own Microsoft 360 developer account. Now create users, create groups, conditional access policies. Then watch the official Microsoft Learn modules for SC 300. So let's move on to days 31 to 60. This is where you start getting more hands-on. So I'd want you to set up a free Okta developer account. Configure SSO for a couple of test apps. Start the Okta Certified Professional Learning Path. It's free. And read up on SailPoint and CyberArk so you can speak to them in interviews. You don't need to be an expert here, remember, but read up on them so you have some knowledge. Now, days 61 to 90, this is where I'd want you to start getting job ready. So sit 1 certification. SC 300 is the highest return of investment for most beginners. Now, I would say to this, make sure that you have a foundation cybersecurity certification as well. I would look at the Security Plus or something equivalent. But once you've done that, sit 1 certification. S300 is a great option. Then document your home lab on LinkedIn or GitHub. Show, don't just tell. Rewrite your CV around identity language and start applying for IAM analyst and junior IAM engineer roles. If you want help with your CV, I have a LinkedIn and CV optimization package that I'll link below. It's literally what I do with you in a session. Now, just one more thing on this. Some of you may watch this and go, that's not realistic in 90 days. Look, it might not be for you. Okay, feel free to use this timescale, change it, make it longer, whatever works for you. I'm just giving you a roadmap that if you did this, this is the first 90 days or so that I would suggest. Okay, let's section 7. Let's talk about certifications that matters and ones that you can skip. So first up, what's worth it? I would look at the Microsoft SC 300 and I'd also look at the Okta Certified Professional. Now, SailPoint Identity Now engineer once you have hands-on time. Now, useful later, you can look at CyberArk Defender, CISSP if you're heading towards an architect, but this is much later. Do not do this if you're looking to break into the market. Now, skip for IAM specifically. Now, I mentioned Security Plus. Remember, Security Plus on its own won't get you an IAM interview. It's worth having, like I said before, because it's the foundation and gold standard entry-level certification. But you want to combine your Security Plus with some of the ones I mentioned. Section 8, how to actually get the interview. So the last piece of this puzzle, because none of this matters if you can't get past the recruiter screen. I want you to use the word identity everywhere in your CV and LinkedIn. Not cybersecurity generalist, be very specific. 2, list the tools you've touched, even from a home lab. Configured conditional access in Entra ID. That beats you writing familiar with Azure every time. 3, I want you to connect with 3 IAM hiring managers per week on LinkedIn with a short, specific message. No pitch, just curiosity. Remember, network. Build your network. 4, apply less. target more. I want you to target 10 well-researched applications. This beats 100 spray and pray every time. It's really important, those 4 things I've just mentioned. This will really help you in your search. So there's the path. IAM in 2026 is one of the cyber specialisms with the best demand to supply ratio I've seen in a long time. And the route in is closer than most people think. Pick your platform, build a home lab portfolio, sit one certification if you've already got your foundation one, and start having recruiter conversations. That's the plan. Now, once again, just to go back on the Security Plus, some people have said to me, Luke, I've got a job without Security Plus. Look, if you just had your Microsoft SC300, yes, it can get you jobs. I just recommend getting the Security Plus first or equivalent. Now, if you want a breakdown of exactly how to get into cybersecurity and what I would do, my roadmap, I've got my cybersecurity job ready blueprint. I'll drop it in the description. It walks through how to position yourself for roles like this in 2026. Once again, hit subscribe if you found this helpful, join our growing community, and let me know where you're at with your cyber journey. I hope you found this useful. As always, keep leveling up your career. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.